There is a city so exclusive that even its name is a secret. A $55 billion escape hatch built for the world's most powerful people. Where the population density is engineered to give you 30% more breathing room than the average urban elite. By keeping the exact location, the name, and the entry prices shrouded in mystery. The developers have triggered the ancient human obsession with exclusivity. We desire most what is hidden from us. When I first looked at these documents, I realized I wasn't looking at a standard real estate press release. I was looking at the ultimate architecture of desire. To put this scale into perspective, $55 billion is more than the entire annual GDP of countries like Jordan or Tunisia, spent on a single district designed for just 150,000 people. On the surface, what I see is a masterclass in urban planning by Emaar. A seamless, hyper-luxurious sanctuary where work, leisure, and survival are perfectly engineered into a 1,200-second radius. But how do you keep a project of this scale secret in the age of Google Earth? As I studied the blueprints, I noticed hints of active privacy. A series of high-frequency signal scramblers and light-bending glass coatings that make the most sensitive areas appear as a digital glitch on commercial satellite feeds. You can buy the land, but you have to pay a premium to disappear from the sky. Robert Greene, the philosopher of human strategy, reminded us that power is never just about physical force. It is about the control of space, perception, and time, in a world currently fractured by regional volatility. The ultimate luxury is no longer a gold-plated penthouse. It is the illusion of absolute security. This isn't just a gated community. I'm hearing it whispered about as a private jurisdiction. Rumors suggest the city will have its own internal, sovereign digital ID system. It's a place where the laws of the outside world are replaced by the rules of the developer. It's not a neighborhood. It's the world's first corporate city-state. But the most shocking part of this city isn't the technology. It's how they've engineered the very air you breathe to control your stress levels. We'll get to that in a moment. When I walk through the blueprints, I find the tactile evidence of this isolation. A $4 million acoustic mirror water feature in the central foyer tuned specifically to the human heartbeat. And walls clad in 50,000-year-old fossilized cowrie wood chosen to absorb sound entirely, turning a bedroom into the dead silence of a sensory deprivation vault. The air itself is being engineered to change your mood. But wait until you see what they've hidden underground. Beneath the luxury lies what engineers call the ghost infrastructure. Imagine waking up to a fully stocked kitchen and a perfectly pressed suit, without ever seeing or hearing a single human being. In this city, the service staff are ghosts, trained to move through a separate 20-mile subterranean service tunnel system. Groceries, security, and maintenance teams operate completely out of sight. I keep coming back to this realization. If a resident makes eye contact with a staff member, the illusion is broken. You aren't just paying for premium service. You're paying for the absolute absence of others. Every great empire in history has understood a fundamental rule of psychological manipulation. When the ground beneath people feels unstable, you do not build something modest. You build something so jaw-droppingly massive that it rewrites reality. You offer the ultra-wealthy an internal truth they didn't even know they were searching for. But they aren't just hiding from the public eye. They are hiding from the weight of their own success. Think about the profound exhaustion of modern ambition. You conquer the market. You accumulate the liquid assets. You win the game. And yet, the inner chaos remains. The world outside your window feels increasingly fragile. The developers aren't selling 5-bedroom mansions. They are selling the profound relief of isolation disguised as connection. They are building miles of tunnels just to avoid eye contact with another human being. It's a physical solution to a spiritual problem. As the mystic Rumi once said, "True peace is found within." But these developers are betting $55 billion that they can build a cage so beautiful you'll forget the world outside even exists. But let's get practical. How does a billionaire actually save 250 hours a year here? The average global CEO spends over 60 minutes a day just in transit. In this city, the 1,200-second rule ensures everything you need is exactly 20 minutes away. To me, this strict time reclamation strategy is what adds roughly 250 hours of lifetime back to a billionaire's year. That is the ultimate ROI. It whispers to that quiet, vulnerable part of every high achiever. Here, you are finally safe from the storm. But is this just another real estate bubble? To understand why it's not, you have to look at what Mark Zuckerberg is doing. Skeptics will look at the price tag and warn of oversaturation. They see numbers. They don't see human nature. I look at this as a masterfully engineered curiosity gap. A laddered ecosystem designed to make different tiers of global wealth compete against their own anxiety of being left outside. If you had the liquid assets today, would you choose the strict, powerful symmetry of the central hub? Or the romantic, winding mystery of the outer sanctuary villas? I don't think this is just a Dubai trend. It's a global shift in how the ultra-wealthy are hedging their lives. In fact, I just did a whole video on Zuckerberg's massive $170 million mansion. I'll leave a link to that down in the description below. But that, along with the billionaire pencil towers of New York, were just the prototypes. In this 20-minute city, an 8-figure entry price buys you sovereign insurance. When we look at the data, the reality becomes clear. Dubai's ultra-prime sales, homes over $10 million, surged by nearly 90% recently, with villa values standing hundreds of percent above post-pandemic lows. To my ears, this isn't just a price hike. It's the sound of a massive structural shift. The world's richest people are panicking. They're desperate for a place to put their money where it won't lose value. It needs a physical, gated anchor, with a strict cap of 150,000 residents. The population density is engineered to give you 30% more breathing room than the average urban elite. Ultimately, this future-facing district emerges as the ultimate playground where billionaires go to feel safe. It reminds the world that while empires rise and fall, those who control the space will always control the narrative. The 20-minute city is a monument to the eternal human drive to build a midnight architecture of our own design, completely insulated from the rest of humanity. The question isn't whether it will succeed. The question I leave you with is, when the world outside gets loud enough, wouldn't you pay anything to step inside?